Good morning, students of class 9. We are meeting after a long break, and today we are going to start the last chapter, the Industrial Revolution, chapter number 13. And in this chapter we have to understand only the meaning of Industrial Revolution, and the second thing we have to learn that what is capitalism and what is socialism. So we have to learn the meanings of both these terms, capitalism and socialism. So today we will cover only the meaning of Industrial Revolution, and in next video we will complete the syllabus of history. So what is Industrial Revolution? Industrial Revolution, it started in mid 18th century in Europe, in England. So in England in mid 18th century, Industrial Revolution started. We will discuss that why it is called revolution. Let's start. Industrial, it means the goods began to be started, began to be manufactured with the help of machines in the factory, and it brought a drastic change, a dramatic change in the all walks of life. That's why it is called revolution. Revolution, it brings a major change. And when industrialization started in Europe, in England in mid 18th century, it also brought a major change, especially in society, in polity and in economy. So the impact of industry on these three aspects was such a huge, was such a massive thing. That's why it is called Industrial Revolution. Let's first discuss that the impact of Industrial Revolution on society. Then we will discuss its impact on polity and in economy at the last. So the impact of Industrial Revolution on society. Due to coming of industrialization in England, factories set up, and many people from different classes, different backgrounds began to step out from their houses and started to come into the factory to do works. And we know in factory, we can take the example of a school. There are many teachers who are from different background, their castes are different, their religions are different, but in a school we all work together. In the same way, in industry, in a factory, different workers work together who belong to different caste and religion, and their backgrounds are also different. So industry brought the society together. Different religious groups, caste groups, different kind of people, different people who belong to different classes, they started working together, and in this way we can say that industrialization swept away the differences, and it brought closeness among the different kind of people. So we can say that the equality is brought by Industrial Revolution. So we can say this was the impact of Industrial Revolution on society. The standard of living also became raised after Industrial Revolution, because many things, many goods, as we use different kinds of goods in our life, which have made our life very easier and comfortable. So we can say people slowly and slowly they became attracted towards materialistic things. They started using different goods to lead a comfortable life. We can also say this was the impact of industrial revolution on society. Now we are going to discuss industrial revolution, its impact on polity. In mid 18th century, when industrial revolution started, due to industrialization, two groups, two community emerged in Europe. The first one is middle class and the second one is working class. Middle class were those groups which comprised the professionals like teachers, lawyers, professors, doctors. So, due to industrial revolution, cities developed in Europe, and as the cities developed, many facilities began to be set up in cities, and due to which the professionals like teachers, lawyers, they started working in this infrastructure in this in the cities, and in this way, due to industrialization, cities came up, and due to cities, middle class emerged in Europe in mid 18th century, and middle class, they were educated, and with the time they also earned wealth, money also. Now the educated people started criticizing the old established institutions, beliefs. They were asking questions that now they could also rule over the country, over the state, because earlier it was that the family which belonged to any dynasty, they had the only right to rule over a state. But after being educated, the middle class, they questioned over this established institution, and now they are asking to the society that why they could not rule. If they had ability, they could also rule. So this was the major change in polity which came into light after the Industrial Revolution. They earned wealth, they were educated, now they were in the search of power, and that's why we can say the Industrial Revolution, its impact was also on polity. Earlier it was, the government was in form of monarchy or in kind of dictatorship, but during mid 18th century, or we can say in the 19th century, revolution started against monarchy and autocratic kingdom, and after that democracy started in Europe. So this was the impact of Industrial Revolution on polity. Economy, the impact of Industrial Revolution on economy. Earlier, it was very limited field to work on. Earlier, the people used to do agriculture, and they were herders. Trade, they were also involved in trade, but in limited term. But after Industrial Revolutions, when goods were produced in mass, in bulk, in industry with the help of machines, many people the trade, and in this way merchants, traders, businessmen, industrialists, they also grew, and they were also referred to as middle class. Just we have discussed that all the people who were educated, and apart from those people, these people who were involved in trade and business, they also were also called middle class, because they also earned some wealth with time, and like the professionals, they were also in search of power, which were beyond their reach at that time. So in economy, apart from agriculture, herding, many scopes opened, many fields opened up in the field of economy. Different kinds of work started, like transportation, godowns, store for store purpose, retailers, wholesalers. These things opened up in the field, in market, and many people joined and started new work, and as a result we can see that how swiftly, how fastly the countries are developing after industrial revolution. And it is said in economics that if you want to measure the development of any country, you have to see the industrial growth of the country, because it is called the backbone. Industrialization, industrial development is called the backbone of any country. So we can say that after industrial revolution, its impact on economy, it grew very fastly. Now most of the countries have industries, and they all are developing slowly and slowly. In this race, some are much ahead, and some which got independence later, they are leading towards the development. So these were the impacts on society, on polity, on economy of industrial revolution. So thus we can say that industrial revolution, why it is called revolution, because it brought a big change in these three aspects. That's why industrialization is referred to as revolution. Many machines, like during pandemic, we are teaching and you are reading, learning by sitting at your home, just because of, we can say, industrial revolution. We can say many machines, technology came, and as a result, the things which were beyond our imagination, now we are enjoying all such kind of facilities. So this was the impact, this was the meaning of industrial revolution. In the next video, we will discuss what is capitalism and what is socialism, because industry is owned by either any particular person, individuals or group of persons, or by the government. So when industrialization started, some countries give the power to produce goods in mass to some individuals, and in some countries there is control of government over production. So these are the two things. One is referred to as capitalism, and one is another one that is owned by the government. The industry that is owned by the government, that is referred to as under socialism. So in the next video, we will differentiate between these two things, what is capitalism and what is socialism. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.